Well, hello again, everyone. Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Masculine Monday, and this is the Simple Stories Happy Trails collection that I will be using for my September Masculine series. And that was some chipboard. There's the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. And then just a flip through of the pages. And I absolutely love this collection. Now, I did go ahead and use some mixed media on this layout as well. I had two pieces there. Since it's September, this does remind me of camping in fall, so that is what I chose for my Masculine series this month. I've had this in my stash for maybe a month or so, and I really wanted to use it. This is also an Echo Park collection that I had, and the colors matched real well. I have used this previously, so I did go ahead and just pull it out and stick it in with this as well, just so that I can try to use that one up. And that is the 12 by 12 paper pad that I'm going to use, and just some other embellishments. I do have a Cabin Fever pack of embellishments that I'm going to use as well, and that is a Close to My Heart. And then these are just some scraps left over from last month. That was all that I had left of this little pack that I had put together, so we're using that. Here's a flip through of just some of the photos that I'm going to be using, and my mixed media. That is my Nuvo brush, and I absolutely love it because it kind of broke. I didn't really break it. I lost my cheapo palette knife that I absolutely loved, and I have no idea where that sucker went, so I ordered the Nuvo ones with the rubber tips, and I love those. I'm thinking about getting those Nuvo blender brushes as well. So now this is a 12 by 12 stencil with flower bursts on it, and it is from Stampin' Up. It comes in a pack of 3. There's hearts and some other ones, and a mandala that comes in this stencil kit pack, and great quality. I did not get any schmutz underneath the stencil except for one little area where I kind of like was cleaning off my palette knife, and well, obviously you shouldn't do that. So I'm not going to make you watch me do this whole thing. I'm just going to, just a little bit of it. And I really like the way that this gold modeling paste pops off of that navy blue there, as you can see. These are the 3 photos I decided to go with, and I'm going to go ahead and get those 3 wonkily attached together and then cut the tops and bottoms off in a straight line. This was my son cleaning his room, and well, it's a rare occasion that he cleans his room. He does actually clean the rest of the house, so I'm not going to complain about that. It's just his room is no one ever goes in or touches. So I didn't push quite hard enough on my picture, and I did miss a spot, so I'm going to go ahead and come back in and just trim off that little weird piece that I didn't get. And I'm just making sure that the bottom and top are straight. And there you go. That is my photo block for this layout. And we're just going to recycle the rest of those. I am looking through these, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to pop off of the blue and the gold. So I'm going to go ahead and use this like all different colored tree one, and I'm going to do a very small border at the top and bottom, kind of a thicker border around the sides because they do angle in. This layout, the longest it took me on this layout was just waiting for the modeling paste to dry. And now I'm just kind of looking to see what I want to go behind it. And I'm going to go with the orange. I was trying to figure out if I could use that red and white gingham print or this side of it. That is all negatives. But since he was a Boy Scout and I have some Boy Scout pictures to scrap as well, that one side right there reminds me of their belt loop patches that they had at the time. So we're going to go with those for a different layout. So I'm going to go ahead and bring back in. Now this will flatten back out. I was just pointing to the little schmutzy area. that will flatten out when it gets into my albums, and the wrinkles don't really bother me as much. Now I am going to put some dry adhesive and some liquid adhesive, and the reason I do that is because there is all of the bumpiness of the modeling paste, so the dry adhesive will get it stuck in place in the paper areas, and the wet will get it to stick after it dries. So it's just so I don't move it around while I'm fussing with the layout. And we are almost halfway done here, so I'm going to go ahead and really rub that down. And I'm going to put my photo block right about so. And I do know that, yes, I covered up the majority of the background, but I'm okay with that. I do like the way that it turned out. I knew I was going to be covering up the majority of it, so it was okay. I just didn't know how much of it I was going to be covering, so I had to, get the whole background complete. Now, I do go through these, and since a lot of this stuff is camping and outdoors relating, I had to get a little creative and pull out some of the stuff that, isn't so much camping, and items that I'm thinking of using are going to my right, and the ones that I'm like can't use at all are going to the left. I do go back into the left eventually. I'm going to take this little orange piece right here, and I'm just going to stick it right on the picture. And I have this little tag right here that is out of that Close to My Heart collection. It was in the clearance section. And I'm going to run a blue strip of twine through it just because it is a tag. And we're going to nestle that right up underneath that little orange photo block I just stuck on the pictures. It is a sticker. And I'm going to trim those to pretty short just because I didn't need long ones right there. Now I'm going to start the embellishments. And I am reading through all of those and just trying to figure out what will best go with what I've got going on. I went ahead and took that little yellow piece, stuck it right underneath the Be Happy. Now, this is going to serve as my title. It's a 2-piecer. I'm just looking through all my foam scrap up there. And that is a sticker as well. That is also from the Close to My Heart collection, and it says, the title is going to be Exploring Little Moments. It made sense to me because it's a little moment where he's actually cleaning out from underneath his bed, and his room is such a mess. The child never makes his bed. If you notice, all his bedding is piled up against that far wall. But that's okay. You know what? No one ever goes in there. It's totally cool. He is going to have to, clean it all off soon because in the next week or so, he's getting new mattresses. But, we've got his little room set up. His nightstand is actually a mini fridge, and he has the, 70-inch TV in there and all the game systems, so his life is great. Now that sticker right there says don't feed the bears, and it was just a little funny on my part because that's why he's cleaning under his bed, because he tends to eat in his room, and I'm always telling him that he has to, keep it clean because food crumbs attract things you don't want in your house, like bears or bugs, but whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and put this little arrow piece down. Then I do remember that I have this cute little Xyron thing right here, and it's so much easier to run your die cuts through this and turn them into stickers. So I do go ahead and put those two side by side. And I'm going to, on the side there, rub the sticky on and get rid of that piece that still has adhesive left on it. This little tag is going to be nestled right in there, and then we're going to take this other arrow and we're going to put it down here by the happy. And I'm just looking through. I'm going to take this orange one right there, and I'm going to pop that up on a foam dot. There's not too much more that we're going to do to this layout. If you do like it, please give me a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button below, and if you would like to join me for Masculine Mondays, just leave me a comment below. I would like to have anybody join me in any of the series that I do, and I would greatly appreciate it. And I love to see masculine layouts. Now, obviously, this is got the flowers in the background, and, you know, but I'm still thinking it's pretty masculine for me. I just really wanted to put some mixed media on the back, and I couldn't think of anything that would really go with all this stuff. So anyway, that is going to be it. Thank you for watching, and I will definitely see you tomorrow at my next video.